Everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. It's great to have you here. My name is Rochelle Laird Smith. I'm from Stamping Flair and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in Melbourne. Please say hello and chat with me as we have our craft and chat, which is my midweek craft and chat. I do have one on Sunday night as well. So today I have got a quick and easy gift box, and when I say quick and easy, it is because I am, as I said, I'm a card maker, and gift boxes and things are not my speciality. And I wanted to share this with you because I know we are limited on time, and with just 2 weeks for Christmas, this would make something really fun and easy, which you can make maybe even as a table favor for Christmas Day. You can use whatever products you have. I will share the measurements in metric. If you want imperial measurements, I have that as part of the Create With Us tutorial bundle. And I don't want to share that separately because that is part of a group. And so if you place $100 order with me, you do get that free during this month. It is also available to purchase separately for $25, but you can get that free. So I will be sharing the metric measurements. If you want to craft with me, you can do so. So you do need a sheet of cardstock which measures 19.5 centimeters by 17 centimeters. It is easy. You do need a trimmer to do some cutting and to actually score. So I will show you what to do, and hopefully you can share with me what you make and maybe what products you are using to create your project today. Right now we have free shipping as well. It started today. Stamping Up announced it yesterday. They have been doing it. I'm losing track of days. So 3 days free shipping on orders of $65 or more. It is a great time. If you want to save some dollars, place your orders. Make sure it's $65. So that's X like any rewards and things like that. So your minimum has to be that. So that's from today, Wednesday, till Friday the 12th. What's also come out today is the virtual card making retreat. Now, if you're on my newsletter, if you are on my subscriber list, you would have got notification very late in early this morning. I sent that newsletter out. So if you've missed that, make sure you hop on and read that. I will be posting that in my Facebook page soon as I finish this. It's a retreat that's going to be held in January. And how it works is when you purchase the kit, you get access to the retreat. So you're not paying for an event, you are paying for the kit. And when you purchase the kit, you get access to a Facebook page, you get access to a full 2 days of an event, and you're making 15 cards there. You get all the tips and tricks, and the prep has been done for you. I did the scrapbooking retreat earlier this year. Everything has been done, so you don't need to do any prep, especially now we're so busy. It's nice to be able to get that ready to go, and that's at the end of Jan. You'll get it nice and it's ready. You also get some stamp sets and dies and things like that. So with free shipping, the product is $288. You get stamping rewards on that, so you're 10% stamping rewards, which you can use next time. Plus, you get free shipping, so it's a good time to save on your shipping. So I wanted to let you know about that so you don't miss out. Others, you'll pay your 6% on your shipping as well. So while we're getting that getting those specials out of the way for you. So this is what we are making. This is a faceted gift box. I made a bunch of these for a market and they were a real hit. People loved it. It's a great giving idea. Now you might have seen versions of this. I have kind of changed up a bit just for my measurements because the product I had didn't quite fit in the measurements I had. So what you need is I'm using old olive cardstock. You need a 19.5 by 17 centimeter piece of cardstock. Let me know if you are crafting with me. Maybe you are watching on YouTube. Maybe you're watching the replay and where you're watching from. I went live on Sunday night and I had people watching, like it was 1:30 in the morning somewhere. It was fantastic. We had a great old chat about food and stuff like that. It's always fun to have chats with people and get to know people more. And sometimes you have more in common, like, and you find out, oh, we're very much similar. So let me get I tend to lose my metal ruler. My metal ruler is like gold. I've got two. So, but they disappear. But I don't like my plastic ruler. I am okay. So we have got a short side, which is the 17 centimeters, and then the long side at 19.5. And I'll give you, let me just try and get this so you can see everything. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to share it in different places where where people can get the most out of it. So I have got a template which I will show you once we have done this, and then you can see how it all works. So we're going to score on the 17 centimeter side, which is the short side. So this is nice and easy measurement at 8. So if you're using the Stampin' Up trimmer, make sure you are using the gray blade, so this one. So going to score at 8 centimeters and 16 centimeters. The first score line is at 8 centimeters. Hey, Nicole, good to see you. 8 centimeters and 16. Now this one is a little bit tricky. So you got 15.5, and then it's right on that. You can just see on that join, right? So 16. It's not too bad. 60. It is a little bit forgiving if you are slightly out. You can. So that's easy, 8 and 8. So you've got two measurements there, even. Let me try and get a bit closer. So that's on the short side. And then on the long side, which is the 19 centimeter side, you're going to score at 3.5. So let me bring that up. Lost my skirt ring blade, which is not good. 3.5. Can I bring that up a little bit closer for you? So 3.5. Oh, thanks. Got my nails. Yeah, the lady did a fantastic job. They're so clever. 3.5 and 17 centimeters. So again, we're extending the arm and 17. I think I push her sometimes, like she probably goes, oh, not Rochelle again. I do a bit of this. I like take her photos and I go, I want a bit of this and a bit of that. And she goes, oh, she gives me a headache, that Rochelle. Okay, so that's done. So then, that's pretty much it. Then we need one more measurements, but that's easy. So I find now at this point, otherwise it's a bit hard to see. Burnish it. It's a bit easier than for like for my eyesight, I haven't got the greatest eyesight, but this makes it a little bit easier. This old olive cardstock looks a little bit more old olive than others, if you know what I mean. Sometimes it's a bit more greeny. Okay, so now we have these two sections are equal. So the larger piece is the top of my box. This is the shorter, the small bottom of my box, okay? So now at this spot, you've got two sections, right? Both 8 centimeters each. I'll get a pen. It's not going to, like if you wanted to, I'm just using a pen. It doesn't matter. I'm going to mark the 4 centimeter mark at each. So 4 and 12, just a dot. You could use a, what are these? This. That. All right. So then I'm going to bring in my piercing mat. And again, my ruler. I seriously used that metal ruler this morning. And I reckon it's just, now, what you're going to do is from that dot, you're going to mark up to that, a diagonal mark up to this corner here, right? Sorry. And I'll bring in my little template so you can see exactly what I'm up to and what I'm doing. Then it kind of makes sense and it's a bit more visible. Sometimes when you're doing this scoring and things, it's a little bit hard. So that's what we are aiming for. So that sort of thing, all right? So we're going to do the same thing from that dot, which we made at the halfway mark. So basically, yeah, you're going to create those diagonal lines. So when I first wanted to create this, and I had got some hand creams, right, to put these in. I had purchased the hand creams, and then I thought, oh, let's make a box. And so my friend Lucia was sent in. She said, oh, I've done these. Let me give you the measurements. But then I made Lucia's box, and it didn't. Lucia's hand creams must have been a different size. So my hand creams didn't fit. And I'm like, oh, now what to do? So I just kind of adapted and changed it to fit. So you can just change if it doesn't work, you can adapt it, right, to what you need. Your main thing, let me give you the tips if you need to adapt it. So what you mainly need to do is make sure that this and this are the same size. So, and for your sanity, make sure this can be divided in 2. Like, no, it's not like say 1/3 is like a weird measurement. So if you do 9, it's got to be 4.5, something that's easily divisible by 2. That'll make it easy for you to do that half thing, right? So now this one, just to make it easy, you can do that. I'm going to cut that, but once you get used to it, you don't have to do that. You can just cut it, because we're going to cut it straight through. So this little piece comes off. Again, I'll bring this in so you kind of know where we're going. And this is what I keep a template, and I have a box with templates, and I will keep that. Then if I want to adjust things, I can like adjust it later for something else. And I'll show you the hand cream I had bought. It was just, then it helps then you identify the size. You could fill it with lollies, it doesn't matter. I did not wedge it. You can. I cut that first. It made it a bit easier for me to do the next step, which was we have to go in and score this, burnish it, right? So just go in a little bit easier and burnish it. Right. I'm going. It is a little bit tricky to see, even for me, and then it'll be harder for you to see what I'm doing sometimes, and I get that. So you just use your finger to push in, and then you'll kind of, so it doesn't crease too much, and that'll help. And then again, I'm just putting my finger there, so it's kind of bending it. It helps with the bend. So the rest is easy, right? I mean, the whole thing is easy, I think, but as far as gift boxes are going, because that's pretty much your thing done, because that's how it forms. To assemble, you can use tear and tape. It's okay if you're doing it like and giving it away straight away. I don't think tear and tape is for longevity. If you're wanting it to handle a bit of, yes, that's good to hold. I agree. If you wanted to against the edge of the ruler, that's a good point. And like I think with you that works as well. Yeah, I'll give you a nice crisp fold. And if you wanted to, you could even do like this, but just point your spoon folder. I hate that. I just forget the words. Oh dear. Sometimes my daughter goes, "Mom, finish your sentence." So bad, so bad. So I find if you wanted to, like, what do you call, be there for a bit longer, use glue. You can use tear and tape and glue. I just find sometimes over time, especially with heat and things, tear and tape can come apart. So now all you have to do is just fold this over. Just make sure you're aligning. So make sure the score, that score line, the top, and that. I'm just trying to show you what I'm doing. If you do it like that, yes, tear and tape and Tomboy is better. So you do both because sometimes tear and tape will give you that quick sort of glue, but I just prefer having that additional security. All right, so then you just pop it open like that. It's done. Now, if you wanted a smaller piece, yeah, you can just reduce the width of that. So that's how you can kind of adjust the box. So this just kind of folds in like that. What I did was add a little bit of glue on every second kind of layer, just to be certain. So it's easy in that sense. Oh no. Yeah, oh, that's terrible, Nicole. Oh, isn't that the worst when something like that happens? I've had things like that at markets come apart, and it's just like you feel like you're just so unprofessional, and they're going, "I'm not like that," and then I just if I quickly like hide it, they go, "Okay, that comes off the table quickly." But it's a bit hard when you're first browsing, and I go, "Oh, that's not good." Okay, so if you can, getting your ruler or your bone folder, the ruler is probably a bit easier because it's got a bit height. Just to give it a bit of a press and hold it in. You can get your bone folder in there too. It's just a bit, depends how big your box is. You can make smaller ones of this, it'll be cute. But it'll be nice for like a table favor, I think. Okay, so then it just holds nicely. Now to decorate, up to you how you want. You can leave it like this. You don't have to do anything with it. Of course, I did. I have got 2 pieces of DSP at 7 by 12.5, and I have used the Christmas tags and more designer series paper, which is on the last chance sale. It is reduced. So I found this measurement, it's just slightly probably a bit narrower than I would like, but it works better. So you'll see what I mean. So it's 7 by 12.5, and you get both from one sheet of 6 by 6. So I just folded it in half. Right, that's all. And now just put that top at where you folded it, that little mark on your paper trimmer, so on the guide, and then the corner on your paper trimmer on the bottom, and you're going to cut and do the same with the other side, so you get your 2 corners. Okay, so that's one done. Then we'll do the next one. There we go. And if we need to trim it, we can. But you've got your basic done. So now we just glue it like that. It's all ready. If you find, like, which I did sometimes, if you think, oh, it's too much space at the top, you can add another bit of contrasting cardstock. But I think it's fine. Right, it looks nice. If you don't want to decorate the back, that is also an option. I've seen them done without the back decorated. I'm funny like that. I think it looks incomplete if the back's not done, because if you look, like, say it's on a table and you walk around the back, it looks like someone forgot something, and that's just me. But if you want to, like, I'm thinking, okay, that just looks weird if you just do one side. So, and I know it's extra DSP, but Hey, what I say is, I mean, we've got DSP bursting out of our craft rooms, guys. Just use it. I mean, imagine all these on the dining table for Christmas. Would be nice. They're not hard to make at all. They're very easy. All right, so for the top, the measurement I've got is 7.5 by 3. Now, if you want to do something like what I've done here, which is emboss the cardstock, you can do that as well, or you can put cardstock and DSP. That's another option. I did a few variations. I'm using the Season of Elegance for this because I thought I'll bring in some red. Well, this is actually cherry cobbler, I think, but I think it's fine. It will go with my ready sort of stuff I have. Bring in a bit of shimmer or glimmer. I love this splattering. I kind of haven't used the red much, but I just noticed that on that. Really nice. I'm trying to see whichever is your bad side. You know how there's a bad side? I'm trying to see where the joint is. I can't even see, which is not too bad. Make that your at the back. Either my eyesight is very bad or my gluing is very good. I would suspect it's my eyesight is very bad, but so pick anything from this pack. So many nice bits and pieces you can use. Let's see. Would our little robin go nicely at my size? Oh, I've never tried it embossed. We'll have to try that. That sounds nice. And what I might do is get a piece of thinking like a die cut or something. See what I have, whether I have something already done. Excuse me. And this is where sometimes if you're making like a bulk amount of stuff, it's good if you have like a stash of things in your arsenal, right? That you have. Now I'm not saying I'm not using anything that I'm trying not to use something that's retired, but I'll die cut something. But I do have a stash of things that I have die cut or backgrounds and things like that, which I have in like a soup container kind of thing, which I can just go pick. Yeah, I want a background, I want something. And when I'm creating stuff like this in bulk, I can just pick it. which is great. And then I just go, okay, I want this color. It's there. It's ready to go. Maybe I will go a white. And I had some circles I used when I was doing a few of these. And even when I'm creating cards. When you're creating cards for bulk, it doesn't matter. Right? You can just go with another thing those sort of things come in handy for is like tags. So this dies from the Creative Haven dies. I was tossing up whether to do a non-Christmas project, and I thought, no, this is handy for Christmas. Let me go some blending with basic beige, I think, or let's try basic beige. Just getting rid of some excess there. And a bit of real red. I'm doing a little bit extra, but it doesn't. And again, you've got a billion of these, just use them. You're gonna get some more next year. So oh, paper earrings. Wow. Yeah. Heck. Well, I would love to see some photos. That sounds lovely. You know, when I was at the market a couple of weeks ago, a lady came and she said she's going to use this box because I had hand creams. And she said, can I get the box? I want to put money for my nephew. She said it's just nice to have a different box instead of a rectangle, which was interesting. But you can use it for anything. Now, I didn't embellish because too much, but like in the sense of, you know, extra bits, but you can. And that. Because when I was doing it, it was purely for a market, and with things like that, the more you do, you kind of got to charge. And I was trying to keep it simple too, and I think it's plenty what's here. And I'm probably giving some of these for my colleagues at work. You know, this. I think it works out quite nicely for. Oh, that went. It's a nice little gift, and I love when stuff have it like in the pigeonholes up. It's like so pretty when everyone has lovely, lovely gifts everywhere. It's filled with bits and pieces. Looks so nice. So what I did, I put on all these a little sentiment too, and again for ease, I used these sentiments. I mean, there are so many. I have used so many, and look at how much I have. It's insane. That's probably a bit much, but let's see. I use the Joy a lot because that's a nice small one. Ah, this little Merry Christmas might go, right? That's cute too. Merry and Bright. Mix up for Kayla and Mercery. Ah, thanks. My favorite color is I'm a pink girl, but it's funny. Like in Stampin' Up, I do like pretty in pink, but my probably favorite is pool. I do like pool party. And I said I generally tend to go with the blues. Like it's very odd. Uh, So see that's and we'll do it. I wasn't sure what that. Nah, that doesn't go. So let's work out a boy. I put a boy. My tip for the boy, if you're doing this, like maybe put use hot glue, because I felt the glue wasn't cutting it. It was a little bit tricky for the heavier balls, like for these ones. It just wasn't cutting it. It it was too heavy. Let's go a red. Rather than red, no. Okay, we'll go with the thinner boy. I think I didn't use that much, but I think that's nice, and that will be fine with the glue dot. But if you're using the heavier boys, definitely use the glue gun, because you don't want it to come up like boys falling off and stuff like that. It just makes it more secure. I'm just speaking from experience, especially because it's sitting up. It's like constant. And I know you can see, like, these are different designs, right? You've got checks, you've got chevron there, but I don't know. That my opinion is I think it looks fine. Mixed patterns, but it's sort of more finer pattern. So let me show you what these little hand creams, the size were. And I didn't. You can, if you wanted to, put a hole punch and tie, but I thought this was just easier for me. So this, like, it's not very. I don't even know what the weight or anything is. So it's up just a little bit over. It's 11 centimeters height, and at the top, it's like 3.8 centimeters. So just say 4 centimeters, just to give you a bit of room. Now this is where you need to work out this part so it fits, and I had to do a couple of goes to make sure. So this part was about 2.53. So depending on your size, you can change your little box. So there's a few options there that I've made, and I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, you can adapt the size according to what you're using it for. Mixing patterns is great fun. Yeah, it sometimes works, doesn't it? So there you've got one with the embossing, one with the specialty, and here I've mixed the same Packer Designer Series paper. So different ways you can go with that as well if you just want to mix it up and have a bit of a change. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you have fun creating some quick last minute gifts and celebrating Christmas. Thanks everyone for joining me, and if you're creative, share your projects with me. I'd love to see it. All right, have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.